Riverside High School graduation exercises here at the Martin County Auditorium. This is a serious and dignified ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please refrain from yelling or making noises that will detract from the graduation ceremony. Persons who disrupt or detract from the graduation ceremony will be escorted out by law enforcement and may be subject to legal charges for disruption. Thank you. We also ask that you please silence your cell phone and any other electronic devices during the ceremony so that it may be enjoyed by all. Again, welcome to the Riverside High School graduation ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation.
Please remain seated for the processional of the class of 2016. At this time, I would like to invite JROTC Cadet Natasia Williams to the podium to honor America.
Will you please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors by the Martin County JROTC, and remain standing for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Colors off. Left face. Present on.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right face. Forward march.
Please be seated.
Good job. Thank you for your attendance today on this very special occasion at Riverside High School. It is our wish that this graduation ceremony will be a day that you and our graduates will remember for a lifetime. This graduation ceremony is a dignified service, and we request that you give respect to our graduates and their families by making sure that all students' names are heard and celebrated equally. Please refrain from any outbursts during the presentation of diplomas. At the end of the diploma presentation, we will congratulate and applaud our seniors together. Officers will be standing by to escort people from the auditorium who disrupt the ceremony in any way. We will now have opening remarks given by Ms. Anna Chesson, President of the Riverside High School Student Government Association.
Good morning and welcome to Riverside High School. My name is Anna Chesson and I am this year's Student Government Executive Board President. Before we continue our graduation ceremony, I would like to thank a few people. To friends and family, thank you. Thank you for your endless support and pushing us to arrive at this point today. We could not have done it without you. To faculty and staff, thank you for supporting us, teaching us, and inspiring us. Again, We could not have done it without you. Finally, to the class of 2016, of whom I'm proud to be a part, we are the next scientists, the next authors, the next doctors, the next whatever we want to be. We are the next group that will change the world. As Bradley Whitford said, take action. Every story you've ever connected with, every leader you've ever admired, every punny little thing you've ever accomplished is the result of taking action. You have a choice. You can either be a passive victim of circumstance, or you can be the active hero of your own life. Thank you.
Riverside High School is very fortunate to have one of the best band programs in North Carolina. This past school year, they were honored multiple times and received numerous honors and accolades. It is my pleasure to present the Riverside High School Marching Knights Band performing a selection of special music written by Grant, Michelle, and conducted by Jimmy Smith. Outstanding job, band. Let's give them another round of applause. I would now like to introduce Senior Class President Grant Tiger to welcome you to this morning's ceremony.
Hello, and good morning. As Senior Class President, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Riverside High School, home of the Knights. Whether you're in the auditorium or watching the live stream, we are glad you came to support the graduates on their last day of their high school career and the first day of the rest of their lives. I'm sorry, I'm usually not the emotional one here. Now, graduates, why don't we give a hand to those whom have encouraged us in all of our endeavors? The teachers and faculty, our friends and our families, who have given us the best 4 years possible. Thank you.
Please welcome Santeria Highsmith, who will be recognizing the special guests that we have in the audience this morning.
I would like to extend a special welcome to Dr. Chris Mansfield, Superintendent of the Martin County Schools, Ms. Susan Peel, Mr. Clay Wagner, Ms. Lisa Bowman, and Mr. David Jenkins. We would also like to welcome our Board of Education members who are present today. Mr. Gene Scott, Ms. Addie Lou Leggett, Ms. Barbara Council, Mr. Russ Ayers, and Mr. Moses Matthews. County Commissioners, Chairman Ronnie Smith, Vice Chairman Butch Lilly, Mr. Joe Ayers, Mr. Dempsey Bonds, Mr. Tommy Bowen, and Counter Manager, Mr. David Bone, Riverside High School Advisory Board members, Ms. Amy Edwards, Mr. James Ward, Mr. William Peel, Ms. Kim Rogers, and Mr. Brian Ward, and Tequila Bazemore. We would also like to welcome the President of Riverside High School Sports Club, Mr. Doug Baker. Thank you for joining us today for this special occasion, and thank you for the work that you do for our community and school. Also, we would like to say thank you to our parents, grandparents, family members, teachers, and friends for joining us today on this special occasion. And we offer a special welcome and hello to those who are joining us live from the Riverside Gym or streaming live over the internet. Thank you for your commitment of our graduates. Thank you.
Honor graduates must have a weighted GPA of 3.7 for all courses with no course failures during 4 years of high school, including final senior grades. These students are wearing a double gold cord to signify their accomplishment. Students, please come to the front of the stage to be recognized. Please hold your applause until all students' names have been called. Kaylee Morgan Baker. Alexander Britton Bone. Rebecca Ann Boyd. Stephanie Nicole Branch. Caleb Daniel Brownfield. Anna Grace Chesson. Rachel Ann Chesson. Kinsey Joy Cullifer. Kristen Alexandra Davis. Jacqueline Escobar Mondragon. Kayla Marie Granger. Joseph Eddie Griffin. Miranda Nicole Griffin. Olivia Ann Griffin. Noah Thomas Hardison. Patricia Ann Holliday. Madison Ruth Jones. Stephanie Renee Keel. Joseph Elias Keys. Tiana Nicole McCauley. Jess Harrington Miller. Margaret Vida Mitchell. Mackenzie Nicole Mixon. Mary Taylor Peel. James Matthew Perry. Michaela Danae Rogers. Haley Mackenzie Scott. Taylor Elizabeth Schamberger. Caitlin Ann Silverthorne. Kayla Ariana Stokes. Grant Samuel Tiger. Cheng Tao Wang. Cassidy Ray Ward. Kara Leanne Wells. Kelly Mariah Whitley. Please join me in a round of applause. Thank you.
The criteria for a North Carolina scholar is a 3.5 unweighted cumulative GPA and the meeting or exceeding of the North Carolina graduation requirement for students attending a 4-year college. Please come to the front of the stage to receive your pin. In addition, North Carolina scholars will receive a gold seal on their diploma. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. Kaylee Morgan Baker. Alexander Britton Bone. Stephanie Nicole Branch. Caleb Daniel Brownfield. Anna Grace Chesson. Kenzie Joy Cullifer. Kayla Marie Granger. Joseph Eddie Griffin. Miranda Nicole Griffin. Olivia Ann Griffin. Noah Thomas Hardison. Madison Ruth Jones. Stephanie Renee Keel. Tiana Nicole McCauley. Jess Harrington Miller. Margaret Vida Mitchell. Mackenzie Nicole Nixon. Mary Taylor Peel. James Matthew Perry. Michaela Danae Rogers. Taylor Elizabeth Schamberger. Caitlin Ann Silverthorne. Kayla Ariana Stokes. Grant Samuel Tiger. Chang Tao Wong. Kara Leanne Wells. Kelly Mariah Whitley. Please join me in a round of applause for these North Carolina scholars. Thank you.
At this time, we will recognize our President's Award for Educational Excellence. The criteria for this award is as follows: a 3.5 unweighted cumulative GPA and a student having met or exceeded the North Carolina graduation requirements for students to attend a 4-year college. Students must also make a qualifying score on the SAT or the ACT. These students will receive a certificate. Please come forward when I call your name and stand on the front of the stage. Please hold all applause until all the names are called. Kaylee Morgan Baker. Alexander Britton Bone. Stephanie Nicole Branch. Caleb Daniel Brownfield. Anna Grace Chesson. Kenzie Joy Cullifer. Miranda Nicole Griffin. Olivia Ann Griffin. Noah Thomas Hardison. Madison Ruth Jones. Stephanie Renee Keel. Mackenzie Nicole Mixon. Mary Taylor Peel. James Matthew Perry. Michaela Danae Rogers. Taylor Elizabeth Schamberger. Grant Samuel Tiger. Chang Tao Wong. Kara Leanne Wells. Kelly Mariah Whitley. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated.
Students that are eligible for National Honor Society are inducted in their junior year. The student must demonstrate leadership, good character, and be involved in service at the school and in the community. A weighted GPA of 3.5 is required. Please stand when your name is called, and please remain standing. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. Kelly Mariah Whitley. Kara Leanne Wells. Cassidy Ray Ward. Chang Tao Wong. Grant Samuel Tiger. Kayla Ariana Stokes. Caitlin Ann Silverthorne. Taylor Elizabeth Schamberger. Haley Mackenzie Scott. Michaela Danae Rogers. Alexis Diana Price. James Matthew Perry. Mary Taylor Peel. Mackenzie Nicole Mixon. Margaret Vida Mitchell. Jess Harrington Miller. Tiana Nicole McCauley. Joseph Elias Keys. Stephanie Renee Keel. Madison Ruth Jones. Patricia Ann Holliday. Noah Thomas Herdison. Olivia Ann Griffin. Miranda Nicole Griffin. Joseph Eddie Griffin. John Aubrey Griffin. Kayla Marie Granger. Jacqueline Escobar Mondragon. Kristen Alexandra Davis. Kenzie Joy Cullifer. Rachel Ann Chesson. Anna Grace Chesson. Brian Astor Burgess. Caleb Daniel Brownfield. Stephanie Nicole Branch. Rebecca Ann Boyd. Alexander Britton Bone. Kaylee Morgan Baker. Please join me in a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. I have the great honor of introducing our salutatorian for the 2016 graduating class of Riverside High School. Mary Taylor Peel is a young lady who has truly put together 4 amazing years at Riverside High School. She has achieved a 4.6591 grade point average, which was the second highest in the 2016 class. She has competed in tennis for 4 years. She has been an Interact Club member and a member of the SGA for 4 years, as well as serving as an officer in both groups. The daughter of William and Susan Peel, I first met this student 4 years ago as she was beginning high school and I was beginning my administrative career. She stood out from the crowd even as a freshman. Impeccable manners, a mind hungry for knowledge, an athletic zeal, and an ear for music. Riverside is very fortunate to have been a part of Mary Taylor Peel's life, and I know that when she goes to UNC Wilmington next year, she will carry the shield of Riverside proudly in front of her. Not only has she made an impact at Riverside, but she also has helped the community. Mary Taylor Peel coordinates a fundraising drive called Dare to Read, which raises money to buy books for every 5th grader in Martin County. As an active church member, she was also on a cabinet which plans retreats for students all over North Carolina, school, community, state, and soon the world. One of Mary Taylor's favorite quotes is from J.K. Rowling. "We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better." Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great joy and pride that I present to you Riverside's 2016 salutatorian, Mary Taylor Peel.
What a privilege it is to be part of the class of 2016. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
I am honored to share the stage with such great classmates. Mr. Gord, Mr. Myers, and Mr. Matthews, thank you for your leadership, guidance, and for always helping us know anything is possible. And to our teachers, thank you for encouraging us to be our best and for believing in us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. Thank you to our families for putting up with all of the late nights, stressed out moments, sports games, and last-minute projects. We love you and we'll see you outside right after graduation. We're not leaving just yet. You still have most of us until August. I've been trying to process the fact that our next journey begins today. In the months to come, many of us will leave home to attend college, serve in the military, or join the workforce. With these new changes, it is natural to feel anxious and fearful of what to expect. As I thought about these new changes, I was reminded of a time when my courage was put to the test during a family vacation. Over the years, my parents have shared stories of their adventures on the Wildwater Rapids. However, I could not begin to imagine what I might gain from rafting down the intense, fast-moving waves. In fact, I didn't care for this type of adventure one bit. My heart raced with fear and my eyes filled with tears. I wondered how I would make it down the river without capsizing or even falling overboard. But whether I liked it or not, I was set to embark on this daring and dangerous trip. As I watched the group ahead of us leave, I knew it was time to conquer my fear. But what exactly was that fear? I clung to my parents and anticipated the worst. I wondered how they thought this would be a fun family adventure. Noting my anxiety and tearful eyes, the raft guide came to me and said, "Are you scared or is your life jacket too tight?" After I told him that I was scared, he explained to me, "Without fear, there is no courage. So it's okay to be scared because the only thing that can come out of fear is courage and bravery." I knew I needed to muster up the courage and climb aboard our raft. With my heart pounding, I cowered down and closed my eyes. As I became more comfortable with the motion of the boat and flow of the water, I attempted to paddle my way out of my fear. With each stroke of the paddle, I felt a little fear begin to leave my body. Obviously, I made it through the trip, alive I might add, and it actually ended up being fun. Since that time, I realized that courage and fear are very similar. Over the years, I have continued to hear the guide's words, "Without fear, there is no courage." Seniors, as we go out into the world and experience more of life than we ever have, we're not alone. Our family and friends will always be there to support us and offer us guidance. In life, we are given opportunities to grow. We take risks, not knowing the consequences. Eddie Rickenbacker once said, "Courage is doing what you are afraid to do. There can be no courage unless you are scared." I've learned that we must push ourselves and not be afraid, for it is through experiencing fear that we become brave and have the courage we need to conquer the world. So let's truly be knights and conquer the world. Congratulations, class of 2016.
This morning, I have the extreme honor and privilege to introduce the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2016. Miss Kinsey Cullifer has spent her entire scholastic career in Martin County schools. Kinsey loves science and math that is reflected in the classes that she took at Riverside High School and what she plans to do in the future. As a lover of science fiction, comic books, and video games, Kinsey is fond of the comic series Batman and Star Wars. Two quotes I found which best describe Kinsey from the movie Batman. The quote is from the Dark Knight trilogy, "It is not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me." And from Yoda in the Star Wars series, "Do or do not, there is no try." Offers inspiration and drives Kinsey to be the best she can be. She is a driven person that works diligently to achieve her academic goals. Next year, she will be attending North Carolina State University and major in computer science. Speaking as a graduate of NC State, I am most proud that the valedictorian from Riverside High School is a future member of the Wolfpack. After college, Kenzie plans to become a software developer. She became valedictorian by having a 4.7667 GPA, the highest GPA for the class of 2016. This is the highest GPA ever recorded at Riverside High School. In 23 years in education, this is the first time that I have ever seen a 4.0 unweighted GPA. This means that she made an A on every class that she attempted in high school. She achieved academic perfection. I discovered this year that Kenzie and I share three things: the love for NC State, we both love superheroes, we both get nervous speaking in front of large crowds. Kenzie is the daughter of Ken Cullifer and the stepdaughter of Lou Cullifer. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride that I present to you Riverside's 2016 valedictorian, Kenzie Cullifer. Congratulations. One page, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Guard. It's an honor to be on the stage addressing all of you today. To start with, I'd like to extend a personal thank you to my father for always believing in me, even when I didn't. I'd like to thank my mother for being an excellent role model to me, and my stepmother for picking up where my mom left off. Lastly, I want to say thanks to the Riverside High School staff for always extending a helping hand when needed, especially those such as Miss Barber and Miss Delph. Transition. Life's full of transitions. One's happening today on this very stage. Our graduation marks the end of our high school careers. Today we're giving up our bragging rights, our favorite parking spaces, and our seniority. This may be the last time that someone was cross paths for several years. For my fellow graduates and I, this is the start of us all going down our own individual paths. Graduates, as we all experience the upcoming transitions in our lives, we must be mindful of everything going on around us. The world around us is changing as I speak. Imagine how much has changed since our parents were in high school. Or beyond that, imagine how much has changed since our grandparents were in high school. What changes are we going to see in our lives, and what contributions will we make? In closing, my final thought to my fellow classmates and everyone in this audience is to embrace the changes we'll see in our future. They may seem frightening now, but I have no doubt they'll lead us to success. I wish you all the best. It's been a great 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenzie. At this time, we will have the presentation of diplomas. Reading the names of our graduates will be Brandon Woody, Riverside High School Teacher of the Year for the 2016-2017 school year. Also joining us on stage will be Dr. Chris Mansfield, Superintendent, and Miss Addie Lou Leggett, representing the Martin County Board of Education.
Joshua Benjamin Andrews. Derek Deshaun Ogburn. Kaylee Morgan Baker. Kerrigan Joe Barber. Kara Jean Barmer. Eileen Bautista. Brett Lee Bembridge. Hunter Carroll Bembridge. Destiny Vellante Bonds. Alexander Britton Bone. Rebecca Ann Boyd. Stephanie Nicole Branch. Jason T. Brown. Caleb Daniel Brownfield. Mason Cole Bryant. Terrence Lamar Bryant. Brian Astor Burgess. Christopher J. Butler. Lindsay Johnson Campbell. William Kyle Cannon. Amor Quadir Carpenter. Amira Q. Carpenter. Anna Grace Chesson. Rachel Ann Chesson. Shaman Latrell Clagan. Jacob Bryant Cowan. Ben Cox V. Lisa Juarez Cruz. Kinsey Joy Cullifer. Katie Elizabeth Daniels. Kristen Alexandra Davis. Jawan Darrell Easley. Jacqueline Escobar Mondragon. Adon Vicente Garcia Pacheco. Tony Ray Gatlin II. Kayla Marie Granger. John Aubrey Griffin. Joseph Eddie Griffin. Miranda Nicole Griffin. Olivia Ann Griffin. Kiana Sierra Hall. Joshua Shane Hardison. Noah Thomas Hardison. Jarrell Kalante Harrell. T.J. Harrell. Scotty E. Harris, Jr. Santeria Sierra Highsmith. Patricia Ann Holliday. Javon Jamel Hurd. Kashawn Lamazi Jackson. Sharice Geneva James. Marque Salita Jenkins. Joshua Wayne Jernigan. Gregory Lloyd Jones. Madison Ruth Jones. Laria Lucy Julius. Stephanie Renee Keel. Ross Hunter Kennedy. Joseph Elias Keys. Jameson K. Sean Knight. Kendall Lamar Knight, Jr. Christopher Jerome Lawrence, Jr. Derek Lynch. Jonathan Reed Mansell. Jalea Rochelle Mason Bonds. Shanika Yvonne Mayo. Tiana Nicole McCauley. Nians Brian Mafuni Molasanga. Jess Harrington Miller. Margaret Vida Mitchell. Shannon McKenna Mitchell. Mackenzie Nicole Mixon. Anthony Demond Moore. Destiny Notoria Peel. Mary Taylor Peel. Vajan Dominique Peel. James Matthew Perry. Tyler Christian Perry. Amy Lynn Pierce. Alexis Diana Price. Jalen Juwan Price. Devontae Talib Purvis. Tyler Wayne Rayner. Keontae Javion Reed. Michaela Danae Rogers. Haley Mackenzie Scott. Taylor Elizabeth Schamberger. Sarah Renee Sillers. Caitlin Ann Silverthorne. Tegris Shay Simmons. Tierra R. Smallwood. Malik Dashawn Smith. Shaika Ayana Speller. Tarika Kiana Speller. Jarek Rente Sproul. Tresser Sherwin Stewart. Kayla Ariana Stokes. Griffin A. Strong. Dekevian Marquise Swang. Grant Samuel Tiger. Yerlin Villegas. Chang Tao Wong. Cassidy Ray Ward. Kara Leanne Wells. Kyle Ian White Jr. Kelly Mariah Whitley. Terrence Favard Whitley. Michael Earl Williams Jr. Natasha Williams. Seshwan Ashanti Williams. Jeremiah Jawan Wilson.
And now Kaylee Baker is going to give the farewell to the graduating class of 2016.
When we were little, we all thought we knew what we wanted to be when we grew up. Some of us dreamed of being astronauts, the president, or a teacher, and others of us wanted to be an actor, doctor, or even a princess. While those answers are more than likely not the same now, we still find a way to make our dreams a reality. We're about to take on new adventures at our dream schools, in the armed forces, or pursue new dream occupations. However, as we look ahead to the future, we also take a step back and reminisce about all the times that seem to have gone by way too quickly. We have just completed our year of last. Our last football game, cafeteria lunch, homecoming, pep rally, prom, exam, walk in the hallway. Some are sitting here ecstatic about graduating. They can't wait to get out of high school, while others of us are wondering where all the time went and are nervous about this huge change in life that's about to take place. This is only the end of the chapter, though, not the whole book. There's more to come. As we embark on this new phase of life, the words of 1 Timothy 4:12 seem very appropriate. Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity. You're never too young to make a difference, and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. We have greatness inside us. I know that this class will be the one to change the world someday. Winnie the Pooh said, How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? Saying goodbye to everyone is one of the hardest things we'll ever do. Riverside saw our laughter and tears, happiness and fear. We know that we'll always call Riverside High School our home. Thank you for the best 4 years of my life. I love you all more than ever. Congratulations, class of 2016. We made it.
Chief Marshal, will you please present the Riverside High School class of 2016? All right, hang in there, y'all. Students, by the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina, I now declare you the graduates of Riverside High School. You may turn your tassels. Will you please remain seated for the recessional of our graduates and special guests? Y'all be safe. It's an environmental disaster.